Okay, hi all. Good morning. Today is the official day one. We have taken demo class last week. I hope you all have gone through the demo class. So those who are joining the class today are strongly recommended to go through the demo class. Okay. And before I proceed further, like if you're facing any issue with the installation or maybe when you're writing the code, if you're facing any error message, please take the screenshot of it and share in the group. Okay, we'll look into it. What's the problem? Okay, and this is down the line throughout the course. Okay, and suppose if you're facing problem in any question, if you want to discuss, you can discuss in the class as well. Today, I'm planning to take class on this Google Colab. This is also a good platform. Like in all the previous batches, I have taken class on Jupyter Notebook, and the previous class as well, I have taken class on Jupyter Notebook. So whichever you feel comfortable, if you're comfortable on Jupyter Notebook, you can practice on Jupyter Notebook. And the installation is very simple. I have covered in the demo class. You just have to type download Anaconda. Let me write it here. Download Anaconda. Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, Samir.
Yes,
Okay.
Tuple.
So you have to Google it, download Anaconda. You have to download it, and the installation is very simple. If you're getting stuck at any point of time, let me know. We can discuss. Okay. Today, I thought, okay, let's start on Google Colab because, like I'm pursuing my MTech. So in that, they teach on Google Colab only, and I found it a little bit interactive as compared to Jupyter Notebook. So I thought of taking class today on Google Colab. Let's see how it will be. Okay, and if you want to use Google Colab, it is very simple. Just you have to type Google Colab. That's all. You will get this page, and then you can start writing your Python codes. Any questions so far? Any question?
Yes, Samir.
No, sir.
I have the question. Can you hear me?
Ha, I can hear you, Amit. Yes, please.
So, it's regarding the installation of this kind of thing. Some people
Hmm.
start with a Python, like Jupyter Notebook. You are going to start with the Google Colab, and some people start with the PyCharm. So, what are the difference
Hmm.
between this? Is there particular library which are going if we are need to enter in the data science? So we need need to use this library, and if we are going to full stack developer, we need to use this library.
No, 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 no. This is not a library. These are like IDE,
Okay,
Integrated Development Environment. Okay. Like I can tell you, if you want to buy a car, you can buy a car of any company, right? Maruti, Tata, Hyundai, Honda, any company, right? But uh, the mechanism how to ride a car is same. Like you have that combination of accelerator, brake, and clutch. Exactly same. You can practice SQL on any platform. It is not like if you want to work on data science, you have to use this PyCharm or Jupyter or Google Colab. It's not like that. They all will give you all the basic functionalities of Python. That is why you have full freedom. You can practice on any platform. Like when I was teaching you SQL, there I have told you the same thing. Like you can practice SQL queries either on Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, Snowflake, Postgres, Netezza, Teradata. Similarly, here you can practice your Python code on any platform wherever you're comfortable. If you're comfortable on Jupyter Notebook, continue on that. Not an issue. All the previous batches I have taken on Jupyter Notebook only. I find it more, what I can say, like user friendly. But today I thought कि ठीक है आज Google Colab पे करके देखते हैं. So that's what I'm taking on Google. But if you want to continue on Jupyter Notebook or PyCharm, that is fine. Your wish, your call. You can practice on any platform.
got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. Fine then. We will start now. In the previous class, I have covered the basics of Python, like how to print and how to perform some calculations. The very basic one I have covered. And then we have discussed that Python is case sensitive, even with the reserved keywords. Okay, and I know like most of you are from my SQL course. So during this course, I'll be giving some correlation with SQL as well. I will request those who are not speaking, please go on mute. If you have to ask question, you can unmute yourself. So that's what I'll be giving you some references from SQL as well. But it doesn't mean okay, SQL is a prerequisite to learn Python. Not at all. Okay. But yes, many things you will find that they are related to each other. Okay, so let's proceed further. Yeah. And in order to save some time, what I have done, I have written few codes. Okay, so that it can save some time because writing Python code in the class, it kills time. In SQL, like you don't have to worry about the syntax, you don't have to worry about the spaces, bracket, colon, and all those things. But Python is very case sensitive with all those things. It will throw error message even if you will give additional space or you miss a space. You will see all those things. That is known as indentation. That is why I have planned that I will prepare the codes before the class so that we can save some time. I will request to go on mute, please, guys. Let me mute everyone. Yeah, please go on mute. Thank you. Okay, I have mute all. Now, mm, let's say I have this example. Hope my screen is visible to everyone. I have this example. Is the font visible or you want me to increase the font? Hope it is fine now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I have written here name equals Michael, age equals 40. It means name is the variable here, value is Michael. When I have written age equals 40, age is the variable, value is 40. Okay. What is a variable? Variable is like a carry bag, or you can tell like variable is like a container. If I have to explain you in a very layman term, I can tell like variable is nothing but a carry bag, or it's like a container where you can store something, where you can store some value. And variable concept is not specific to Python. We have this variable concept in all the programming languages. If you have studied C, if you have studied Java or Unix, everywhere you have the concept of Python. Variables, and the meaning is same. Like you can store some values within it. Okay, and I've covered this in the previous class as well. So this print is used to print something or display something. It is very much similar to your select keyword in SQL, but I'm not telling exactly same. There are differences. That's what I'm telling, very much similar so that you can correlate. So print is similar to select in SQL, but SQL is not case sensitive with the reserved keywords. We have discussed this in the previous class. We have seen that in SQL, you can write select lowercase, uppercase, proper case, camel case, whatever manner you want, you can write it and you get the output. But in Python, if you have written print all in lowercase, this has to be in lowercase only. You cannot write this print in uppercase or any particular later in uppercase. It is not allowed in Python. And this is not for this print only. Throughout Python, in all the keywords, you have to write that particular keyword as specific to its case only. You cannot change it as per your wish. So now see, I'm executing it. It is connecting at the backend. Just a minute. It is connecting to Python 3 Google Compute Engine. Yeah. So now you see, this is the output. My name is Michael and age is 40. Now we have discussed in the previous class, if something you're writing in quotes, you see like my name is, I have written this in quotes. If you write something in quotes, that will be treated as a message. So engine will understand, yo, this is the message which has to be displayed. And if something is not in quotes, it means that is a, what is that? Variable.
variable.
So this name is not in quotes. So Python will understand, or Python will treat it as a variable, and Python will start searching it in the memory at the backend. कि अच्छा कहीं पर तो कुछ name करके define होगा as a variable. So it will start searching where is the name in the memory location. And then it will check what is the value present within that variable and it will display. So here we have defined that this variable name is having value Michael. So it means at the backend somewhere in the memory, this name variable, the value Michael will be stored and your Python will search this value and that is what it is displaying. The name variable is holding the value Michael. Similarly, and age is, which I have written here. This is again a SH. This is a message. Got it? And then I have written here age. So this is a variable. So what is the value we are holding in this variable? Age
40.
40. So that's what 40 you are getting printed here. Hope this is clear to everyone so far.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions so far? I have already covered all these things in the previous class, just quickly revising it. Okay, now I'm proceeding further. Now in the same example, see, if I write, let's say this P in uppercase, right? To see this example, I'm writing this P in uppercase. Now I'm executing it. See, it is throwing error message that print is not defined. So in Python, you have to be very careful with the case. I'm repeating it. Okay. You don't have that freedom of SQL here. You can write in any case, or the same SQL query you can write in any line, or you can write in a single line. That freedom you don't have in Python. And I know in beginning you might feel frustrated at certain point of time because Python is very sensitive with all this cosmetic stuff. Case, blank space, comma, colon, all these things matters here. Okay. Now we have next example. Now, this is the next example which I want to discuss now. Okay. So in this example, we have written print, and after that, what I have given? F, right? So this F is known as format string. Okay. This is also known as F string. F string, also known as format string. Okay. Known as formatted string. Now, what is the benefit of it? Why I'm using this F string or formatted string? See, listen. I have just written F here. After that, I have given double inverted quotes, right? Here in the beginning and here at the end. And in between, I have written the same text which I have written here. Same, whatever I have written here, everything I've just copied here. The only difference is this comma which I have written here is not present here, right? Comma is not present. And the
Yes.
second difference is this variables, I have kept it in curly braces. Now I'm executing it and check the output. Are you getting the same output,
Yes.
right? Same output is there. My name is Michael and age is 40. You might be thinking, Tanvir, if you're getting the same output, then why you're explaining this code, right? The reason is this code is a little bit easy or user friendly as compared to this one. And generally, when we write this type of code in project, we prefer this example. Why? I will tell you the reason. If you see here, the message, we have to keep it in inverted quotes, right? And then we have to give comma. And then variable, we have to write it as it is. Similarly, the next one, this message is in inverted quotes. Then I have given comma, then variable. So here you have that headache of separating message in inverted quotes, then give comma, then write variable each and every time. Suppose by mistake you forgot to give inverted quotes for a message, or by mistake you kept a variable in inverted quotes, it will throw error message. So that freedom you have in this piece of code. You don't have to worry here which is message or which is variable. Just whatever is variable, you keep it in curly braces. You see, like name is a variable. I have kept this in curly braces. This age is a variable. I kept it in curly braces. That's all. From this, Python will understand, yo, the one which is in curly braces are the variables. So I have to display the value of it. And that's what you're getting output here. I hope this is clear.
Sure.
Yes.
Tanvi, so what is the use of that F? So what is the format we are making here in the string? I understood that double quotation and the flower bracket where we are bringing the variables so that
Hmm.
no the same results we can obtain it. But what is that F function is doing?
That is the syntax. When you're writing F here, so this is known as F string or formatted string. The moment Python will see this F here, Python will understand after this, whatever is written, if something is in curly braces, that will be variable. And if something is not in curly braces, that will be a message. So Python has that intelligence. The moment you will write F here, it will understand, yo, this is the meaning. That's why we have written F. This is the syntax.
Okay, okay, Tanvi. I thought it will change the format of the string. Thank you.
No, no, no. Format will be like that only. This is just to inform or indicate Python. Hey, Python, after if whatever I'm going to write, if something you find in curly braces, that will be a variable. And if something is not in curly braces, that will be a message. So see, here you don't have that headache of now separating that message in inverted quotes and then giving comma to separate variables and message, the one which I have shown you here, right? So generally, when we write long Python codes and print, you have to display multiple variables along with multiple messages. Then we prefer this one. Got it?
Yes, Tanvi.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes, Sandeep, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Hmm. Yeah, I can hear
Right
you.
now,
Please.
we are just learning the Python for it, like for so we have given the only one particular person name and age.
Hmm.
Just for example,
Mhm.
if we have 10% name, age. So for that case, we need to write print statement. So in that case, which output will be there?
That we will discuss down the line. Multiple ways are there to solve it. Like we can solve it using dictionary. We will discuss at a later point of time. Then with the help of for loop, you can display it. But if your question is, Kitanvir, I have a name, and in that name I have some value. Again, in the name I have some value. So which value it will take? So we have discussed that in the previous class about the values getting overridden. We'll discuss it again today. I will cover it. Okay. Okay, good. I hope this is clear to everyone. Any other question? Okay. So, okay, now next example I want to show. Now, see, here I've written A equals 10, B equals 20. So I have a variable A with the value 10, variable B with the value 20. And print what I'm trying to do here. I'm performing some mathematical operation, that is addition, right? Now check the output. Is this the correct output? So it's not a big deal. I'm showing you that Python can do addition. This addition functionality is present in all the programming languages. But what I want to highlight here is within print statement, you can perform this mathematical calculations as well. I'm in print only. That's what I'm showing you. Within print, I'm performing this mathematical calculation, that is the addition. Similarly, within print, you can do subtraction, multiplication, division, all those things. Hope this is clear. Okay.
Yes.
Now, next example. And see, like, these all silly concepts, very small concepts or the minor concepts which I'm going to cover. I'm very much sure at a later point of time, if you don't know this, you will struggle. What is the meaning of this? How it is happening? So that's why here in Python, like you see, like in SQL, what happens? We go in a sequential manner. First, we will cover the basics, then aggregate functions, then joins, then window functions, then CT and all those things. But Python, what happens? First of all, you have to create a foundation for you. Then once the foundation has been created, then on top of it, I will start building those different concepts like looping concepts, oops concepts, and libraries and all those things. So that is why the flow of course will be different little bit here. That is the first of all, I'm showing you all the foundational concept here, right? Now suppose I'm giving you this example. Now in this variable x, I have the value 10, right? Now, in this variable x, I have given the value Tom. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry, I have not opened my Excel sheet. Yeah, so just a minute. Today, and please don't make a note of anything. All these things will be shared after the class. Exactly same SQL format I'm going to follow here. Okay. So 8th March. This is the one. Yeah. The x equals 10, x equals Tom, print x. So if I will print it, if I will execute it, what will be the output?
Tom.
10.
We have discussed this in the previous class. 10 or Tom, what we will get?
10. 10.
It will be
10.
Tom.
Stop.
It's
Okay,
Tom.
mixed response. Mixed response. Okay, let's try to understand this. X equals 10 you have written, right? So what is the meaning of it? What will happen at the back end? What the SQL, what the Python will do? Python will allocate a variable 10 in the memory. And then to it, it will assign a value 10. So in the memory location, for the variable x, value 10 will be allocated. So this will take a space in memory. Okay. When the Python will look into this second statement, x equals Tom. Now here, Python will think, oh, this is the same variable x Tanvir is referring. So Python will search in the memory, where is this x? It will go to that memory or to that particular location. Oh, this is x. Then what is the new value you have written here? Tom. So then here, this will override with Tom. So now what you have in x? Tom, right? That's why now here when you're telling Python, please print the value of variable x. So what you have in x now?
Tom.
Tom. So that's why when I will execute it, check the output. You're getting Tom. So the concept here is the value is getting overridden with the latest value. And this is similar. I'm not telling exactly same. This is similar to the concept of update in SQL. Not exactly same, guys. I'm repeating it. Don't do this mistake in interview. Don't tell that this is equivalent to the update in SQL. This is just I'm telling to make you understand so that you can correlate the things. Hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
So Tanvir,
Okay.
it will take the latest value, like you are trying
It
to
will take the latest value, right? It will take the latest value. Okay. Now, next question. Can you tell me what will be the output of this code?
Name.
Name.
It will
Name.
print name.
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 Name or Tom?
Name.
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 But here name is holding the value Tom, no? It should be Tom, right?
No, but
In
it is.
print, we have given the
It's a
inverted
message.
commas.
It's a
We have
message.
written this name in inverted code, so this will be treated as a message. Clear? Now, same thing, if I'm writing like this, I will remove the inverted codes. Then
Tom.
Tom.
this name will be treated as a variable and Python will start searching the value of it. The value of this variable name is Tom. That's why you're getting the output Tom. Okay. Now, what will be the output for this one?
An error message.
Error. Not defined.
no error. Yeah.
Why this will throw error message?
That variable not defined.
No variable name.
Name one is a variable, but have we defined it somewhere?
No.
We have not defined it. So this will throw error message. Tanvir, where is this name one? You have not defined it. So that's what Python is telling. Name one is not defined. It's exactly same in SQL. Suppose you're creating an employee table and you have employee ID, employee name, and salary. But you're asking SQL to display gender. And gender column you don't have. So that's what SQL throws error message. The gender is not defined. Exactly same as that. Okay, now proceeding further with the next example. Actually, whatever I have covered till now, these all things was covered in the previous class. I thought of quickly revising it. Now, next example. This is the input keyword. Many times it happens you want a user to provide the input. A very simple example, when you log in into your Gmail account or any other account, when you log in into Gmail account, it will ask your Gmail ID, your password, right? So when you write input, it means you are telling user to provide the value. Same thing happens when you visit an ATM. There as well, when you visit ATM, when you will insert card, it will ask you questions, right? Type of account, your password, what you want to do, how much amount you want to withdraw, right? That is again an example of input command. It means the machine is asking from the user to provide input. So the same functionality you can achieve with the help of this input keyword. That is what I'm going to explain you now. And within input as well, if something is in inverted quotes, that will be treated as a message. So here, please enter your name will be displayed as a message. So the user will understand you, I have to enter my name. So when I'm going to execute it, now so it is asking, no, please enter your name. And you can customize it. You can write here whatever you want, your wish. So it's asking, please enter your name. Suppose I will write here Tanvir. So once you will press enter, so then it will automatically go to the next statement. In the next statement, you are telling Python to print what? The message my name is, that's what is getting printed here, message, and the value of the variable name, which has stored the value Tanvir, that is what is getting printed here. Is this clear? So net summary is when you want user to provide the value, you have to use the input keyword. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. And if you compare this with all the previous examples, so in the previous examples, I have hard coded the value. You see here, I have hard coded that name will be Tom. In all, like here, I hard coded the value of X will be 10. In all the previous examples, I have hard coded. But now I will tell you a bitter truth. Generally, hard coding is not allowed in any programming language. There are reasons, some security reasons are there. And in certain scenarios, we have to hard code, but practically, we ask value from the user. Okay. So that's what, whenever you have to ask value from the user, you have to use this input keyword. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, proceeding further. Okay, how is the pace? Can you give me feedback? Like, am I going too slow or fast, or is it okay?
Yeah, this is okay.
This is fine, Tanvi.
Yeah.
Fine for everyone. I can understand those who are from the programming background. You might be feeling bored because these are all things you might have studied, but because I have to take care of everyone, and I think most of you are from a non-technical background, that is why I'm going at a little bit slow pace. Okay, now next one. I have a variable here, salary equals 400, and I'm asking Python to print the value of the salary. And I'm getting the value 400. Okay, now in all other programming languages, if you have studied like C or Unix or Java, so there what happened, or PLSQL, when you define a variable, at the same time, you have to define the data type as well. Or in SQL, when you're creating a table, you have the syntax, no? Create table, let's say employee. So here you will write employee ID and employee name, varchar, something like this we used to write, correct? So when you are creating a table and you're defining columns, at the same time you are defining or you are assigning the data type as well, right? And if you will not define the data type, it throws error message. You all have seen that or observed that in SQL classes. Agree? And this SQL, like
Yes.
even in Unix or Java or C, in all the programming languages, you have to define the data type immediately after you define a variable. Okay? But have you observed this in Python? I'm just defining a variable, assigning a value. Nowhere Python has asked it, Tanvir, what is the data type? But the same thing, if you will try to do in any other programming language, it throws error message. Right? Now, the next interesting thing I'm going to show you, Python. And that's what, because of some this type of features, now like the Python is getting momentum these days. And when I will come to the world of libraries, you will be really surprised. Okay, you don't have to code anything, just you give command and Python will do that for you. Okay. Now see here, I'm asking Python, it tell me the type of the salary. When I'm writing type, it means I'm asking Python, can Python tell me what is the data type of the salary variable? Have I mentioned anywhere, okay, what is the data type of salary? Tell me here, have I mentioned anywhere?
No.
No, I have not mentioned. But I'm asking Python, Python tell me what's the data type of salary? Now see, I'm executing it. What is the output?
Integer.
Integer, right? Really interesting feature in Python. Python has this intelligence. The moment you will assign a value to a variable, Python will understand, yo, this 400, so it is integer. Python has that intelligence. But this intelligence you don't have in other programming languages. So rather they will interrupt you. They will ask you, first of all, tell me the data type. But Python has this, means what I can say, flexibility or intelligence. So you provide the value, it will tell you what's the data type. So the reverse engineering is happening here. And that's why Python is known as dynamically typed language. Because of this, it is known as dynamically typed language. Is this clear? Why dynamically typed language? It means you are on the runtime, you are giving the value, and from that value, Python will tell you, okay, what's the data type. Let me give you one more interesting example. Now, in the same variable salary, I will write here Tom. Okay. Now I will ask Python, what is the type of this? Now check the output. What is this str? A string. So same variable salary. Earlier the value was 400 and Python told ki type is integer. Same variable salary. Now the value I have changed. Now Python is telling a string. So now this has really proved that Python is a dynamically typed language. Means you keep on changing the value. Python has that intelligence. It from the value, it will understand what's the data type and it will tell that to you. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Sir, what is difference between static and dynamic here?
Static and I have not taught anything static. Means I'm not sure
Most
from
of
which reference.
C and C++ languages are static, right?
Oh, okay, okay. You're asking from that perspective. Okay, I will come to that difference. I will explain you. Okay. Why I'm telling here that this is dynamically typed language because the type of a variable here and the example, the proof I have shown you is getting determined at runtime. When I'm telling runtime, it means the moment you provide the value, it will understand the data type at that time itself. You don't have to declare anywhere in the beginning. And that is what happens in a static one. First you have to define the variable name, the data type, and the same thing happens in a PLSQL as well. So, but here you don't have to, you don't have to go with all those process like defining a variable name, defining the data type, and then assigning value. No, you keep any value, Python will understand the data type of it. And that's why it is known as dynamically. It means you keep on changing the value, Python will understand what's the type. That's what I've done here. Same salary, the value is 400, the data type is integer. Same variable salary, the value is Tom, the data type is string. It has changed it, right? Hope this is clear.
Yes.
So if it is clear, I have a question. X equals 10, X equals I. What will be the output of this code?
String.
String.
Great.
You all agree string?
Yes, string.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. I hope this is clear. Now let's move to the next example. This I have covered, this is covered. Okay, now next example. Similar example, just one more addition to it. 25.5, we have decimal. So you might have studied K if you have decimal, that is floating point numbers, right? So when I will execute it, see the data type is float. So just I'm showing you can not only integer or a string it can capture, even if you give floating point numbers, the Python will understand the data type and it can give that to you. Then next example, what will be the output of this one?
Boolean.
Okay, Boolean. I'm not sure how many of you know Boolean, but quickly I want to explain that. Boolean means actually, like the internal working of any laptop or computer is based on two states only, 0 and 1. You might have studied in class 12 in that semiconductor chapter. So the entire, I can tell like entire world of entire electronic world work on this concept only, 0 and 1. That is known as digital notations, right? So those type of data type, when you're talking about 0 and 1, or yes or no, or true or false, that is known as Boolean data type. And again, it's not as specific to Python. You have this in other programming languages as well. So Boolean data type has two values, true or false. True means yes, something is there. False means no. A true is also represented as 1, false as 0. It's also represented as on and this as off. They all mean the same. Okay. Also known as high, also known as low. The meaning is same. Clear? Because many times you want code to just answer yes or no, like the machine is working or not, yes or no. You might have seen in movies like there'll be sophisticated machines and some color codings will be there. If it is blinking a red color, it means something is wrong. But that will not give you the information what is wrong. But the concerned authorities will understand कि अच्छा कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, something is wrong, right? But at that moment, you will not understand what is the reason. Then you will do the root cause analysis and you will understand, oh, kya hua hai? What has happened there? And if it is green color, it means everything is fine. So that's what in many applications, you just want a response in yes or no. Sahi hai ya garbad hai? Okay. But that is what your Boolean. If everything is fine, it will give you response true. If something is not good, it will give you response false. Okay. That is what your Boolean. So when I'm writing val is a variable here. I'm assigning value true and I'm asking it print the value of it. Now check. The value is true and it is telling that it is Boolean. Ignore this class. Don't consider it. I will cover at a later point of time. What is this class? Ignore it. BOOL means Boolean. It is of Boolean data type. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Now the same code. Now when I will same true, now what I will do, I will keep it in inverted quotes. Same true. Now it is in inverted quotes. Now check the output. What is the data type?
String.
A string. So you have to be very careful here. We ask in interview this question to freshers of the college pass out. Generally they have this understanding कि अच्छा अगर true है तो भाई boolean होगा. No. If it is true, but if it is in inverted quotes, that will be treated as a string. If you will not keep it in inverted quotes, then it will be treated as a boolean. And not only with true, you can check it with false as well. Check the output. Boolean. Hope this is clear. यहाँ तक clear है so far?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. If it is clear, I have a question for you. What will be the output of this code?
It will throw error.
Boolean.
No output form.
Boolean error.
Boolean.
Boolean. Sorry, print. Okay. I got a mixed response. Few of you told Boolean. Few of you told error message, I think. Okay, can you tell me, is this a string?
It's a string, but we didn't give the within quotes, so it will not be
So-
treated as string.
So that is ruled out. This is not a string. You all agree?
It's a string. Its T should be capital for Boolean.
Yeah.
But inverted quotes nahi hai na. There's no inverted quotes. Right?
Yes. Yeah,
If we
error
don't have
message.
inverted, one minute. If we don't have inverted quotes, तो भाई कहानी खत्म. String तो नहीं है, पक्की बात. ठीक है? If there's no inverted quotes, one thing is damn sure, it is not a string. This point is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
ये तो clear है सबको? Okay. Now the confusion is this a Boolean or it will throw error message, right? Okay. See, value equals true, which I have written here. This is not a Boolean. Why? Because for Boolean, you have to be specifically, you have to write in this format of true or false. I'm getting background noise. Can you please go on mute? 1 minute. Let me mute everyone. Okay. Thank you. What I was telling, I forgot. Yeah.
For the Boolean, the upper text, the first letter.
Yeah. So if you are considering Boolean true or false, you have to write in this format only, and false in this format. So if you're writing T in lowercase here, this will not be considered as a Boolean. ये Boolean नहीं है. For Boolean, you have to write this in this format. This point is clear? Now, this is not a Boolean. Then the Python will get confused. So Python will treat this as a value. Now, if this is a value, this has to be in inverted quotes. Now, this is not in inverted quotes. So then that's why the Python will throw error message. Okay, tell me what is this true? It's not defined. I don't know what is it. So it means if you're considering that Boolean values, the true and false, you have to write in this way. That's what I told. Python is very sensitive in all this stuff. You have to be very careful. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this is clear. Now, proceeding further with the next example. So far, if I will summarize, we have just studied the concept of variables, how to store value in a variable, how to display the value of a variable and message, how to display both message and value of a variable. We have also seen that we can do some operations and mathematical calculations inside print. And then we have discussed we can ask user to provide a value. One thing I will tell you, down the line when I will teach you pandas and numpy, that will be at the end of this course. So there, like the basics of the statistics will be needed, like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, and in the standard tools you might have studied matrices and determinants, transpose of a matrix, dot product, addition of a matrix, multiplying a matrix with a scalar. These all things are in NCERT class 12. That will be required at that point of time, not now. But overall, my suggestion is to those who wants to explore career in the field of data science or AI or machine learning, especially, mathematics is important. I'm telling this in each and every batch. It's like I'm just really alarming you. Without mathematics, it will be very difficult. And not only that, even if you're working as a data analyst, it's good like nowadays in interviews, they're not asking mathematics, but I'm damn sure when the number of participants or the competition will become tough, they will add the mathematics as well in the interview process because in data analyst, it's purely mathematics only. I'm not telling you have to be champion in mathematics. That I'm not telling. At least you should know the basics. You should know at least you should know the formula. In my project, many times we struggle. The new folks, they don't know the formula of average. They don't know the formula of weighted average. Why we use weighted average? If we have mean or average, why we are going for mode? Why we are going for median? What is the need for that? They don't know this. So at least this basic is required. Okay. And I'm not telling you go for any particular book or study advanced mathematics. Even if you have an NCRT book, just means make a routine at least 10 minutes on a daily basis. Okay. Go through these topics. It will help you actually. Okay. Now, now we will enter a new world, and that is like complex data types we are going to study. Okay. So in this example, okay, and I'm just telling you this is purely a new example. Now we are going to enter. Sorry. This is the variable here is fruits, right? What is the variable here? Fruits. Now in this variable fruits, what I'm storing?
Collection of fruits.
List
I'm storing multiple values.
multiple values.
All right. I'm storing apple. I'm storing mango. I'm storing banana. Right. We have two type of bags. One is a laptop bag, right? And that laptop bag means you can just keep your laptop, or you can give you can store your headset or charger and all those things, right? Suppose if you're traveling, maybe you're traveling from Delhi to Bangalore, so you have to keep some clothes as well. So in that case, your laptop bag will not be sufficient, right? Maybe you have to carry trolley as well. So I mean the capacity of each and every bag is different, right? And then like if you're going for some tour or mountaineering, so you have that backpack, you can keep a lot of things within it, right? Similarly, all the previous examples which I have shown you, you must have observed we were storing one value at a time, right? Check this example. In this variable val, we are storing just true, one value at a time. Here, price, we are storing only one value at a time. In all the previous examples, whatever I have covered, we're just storing one value at a time. But many times in the project, it happens you have to store multiple values, more than one values. So Python gives that flexibility. If you want to store more than one value, that is also allowed. So that's what I'm showing you here. In this variable fruits, I'm storing multiple value. I'm just showing you three values, but you can store four value, five value, 10 value, any number of values. Is that clear? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this type of variables are known as lists. So क्या कहते हैं? List.
List.
It is known as list. I know those who have already studied this, you might be having some questions. So feel free and ask if you have any question. Okay. So the special thing about list is you can store multiple values. There's no restriction to it. I'm asking Python to print the values which you have stored in this variable fruits. And the memory allocation will be exactly same how it happens in the single value. It will create a variable fruits And within that, it will store value apple, mango, banana. So now when I'm executing it, we're getting these values. Any question?
Tanvir, if I want to print only one value of that variable, then
I will come to that.
Tanvir, like
We'll
you want to
discuss that in
print,
indexing. Yeah,
if you want to print like we are having 10 apples in that case.
10 apples means you want the duplicate records?
No.
Hmm.
Like in fruits, apple you have written.
Hmm.
In that place, you can like keep 10 apples, 11 mangoes, 13 bananas in that case.
You mean alphanumeric?
Yeah.
Ah, that is a lot. I will come to that. I will come to that. Many examples are there in this list. We'll discuss it. So far, whatever I covered, is this clear?
I have a question on this point.
Hmm.
So right now we are getting the same output. So what is the use of this? Like, if we have given the same input and we are getting the same output, so what is the use of
No,
list?
I'm just proving in this variable you can store multiple values.
Okay.
That I'm just proving here. Okay, and this has a lot of properties. I can tell like for the next 3-4 classes, we'll be discussing about this one, how to store multiple values and all those things. Okay. Hope this is clear. Okay, now, so here we have just discussed in this variable list, we can store multiple values. Now, next example. If you want to check the data type of it, let me show you that. You can write here print type fruits. Showing list because this is of list data type. Okay. Now, next example. Same variable fruits. But now what I'm storing? I'm storing a string, which is apple. I'm storing number 500, floating point number 600.45, Boolean true. Check the output. You're getting this output? It means it is allowed to store heterogeneous elements within a list. It's not mandatory in a list. All the elements have to be of the same data type. Means all the elements to be a string, all the elements to be number. No. You can store elements of different data type. That is what known as heterogeneous elements within a list. Is this point clear?
Yes.
This is clear to everyone? Any questions so far? No new scenarios, please. I know many scenarios are there we will discuss. But so far, whatever I covered, is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, clear. Okay, now proceeding further. Then fruits 0. I'm writing print fruits 0. Check the output. I'm getting only apple. Now I will write here fruits 1. I'm getting the second element 500. So if you're writing fruits and within square brackets 0, it means you are telling Python, show me the first element only. That's what you're getting, the first element apple. If you're writing 1, it means you're telling, show me the second element. That's why you're getting 500. But you have to be careful. It starts from 0. 0 means first element. If you're writing 1 here, it means the second element. Similarly, you can find third element, fourth element, and all those things. This comes under the topic of index. So don't think I'm teaching index now. We have a separate topic there. We'll discuss index in detail. Maybe like 1 or 2 class we'll take in that. how to get the value from the left side, from the right side, and in between I want few values, how to extract it and all those things. We'll discuss at later point of time. Just here I'm showing you it's allowed. You have that provision to select a particular value as well. Hope this is clear. यहाँ तक clear है? Okay,
Yes.
I think it's clear.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now, next one. Z equals 4 plus 3j. What is this j? What is this j?
String.
String.
It's a
String.
No.
Okay, I'm executing it. Complex. It's an example of complex number. Do you know what is complex number? Anyone? Have you studied this? I'm sure in class 12 you must have studied complex number. What is this? Any idea?
With
I plus
imaginary
j.
variable.
Coordinates.
I plus j.
Yeah. Maybe something to do with
I
coordinates.
coordinates. चलो एक काम करते हैं और पीछे जाते हैं. हमारे पास we have natural number, we have whole number, we have real number, we have rational number, irrational number. Why this complex number? ये आया कहाँ से? क्या जरूरत है इसकी? What is this? Why we need this? कौन? Mathematics थोड़ा पढ़ लेते हैं.
The imaginary variable where we can pass value to get the result.
Why it is known as imaginary? Anyone from mathematics background? अच्छा पहले ये बताओ यार, complex number आप लोगों ने पढ़ा या नहीं class 12? You all have studied complex number in class 12.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So from that I'm asking just, what is this? Why the name is complex? Someone told the definition that it's the imaginary part is there. Why the imaginary part is there? Why it is known as imaginary? What we are imagining there? What we are assuming there? Nobody knows really? ठीक है. किसी को नहीं मालूम है. काम करते हैं. You could see this pent. Is it visible? Visible है?
Yes, yes.
What is the symbol?
Five.
Under root.
Root.
The square root.
Square root
What is the value of a square root? 4.
2.
0.41.
2.
Sorry, 2.
1.41 तो root 2 का होता है ना. What is the value of a square root 4? Sorry.
2.
2.
नहीं, wrong answer.
16.
16 नहीं यार, वो तो square root है ना 4 का. The square root of 4 I'm asking. The square root.
2.
No.
Plus or minus 2.
Plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 2. ठीक है? Now the question is, why the square root of 4 is plus or minus 2? Or if I'm asking you, tell me the root of 4. Actually, what I'm asking. Or if you're telling that, then the square root of 4 will be plus or minus 2. Why? What is the meaning of it?
If we substitute
If I
minus 2
square-
also we get 4. If we substitute plus 2 also we get 4.
Okay. See, when you're asking a square root of anything, it means you're asking, okay, give me a value which when is squared, it should give me that original value. It means I'm asking a square root of 4. It means I'm asking you, give me a value which when I will square it, I should get 4. That's the meaning. So square root of 4 is plus minus 2. It means if you will square this plus 2, it means plus 2 into plus 2. What you will get? 4. Minus 2 into minus 2. What you will get?
-4.
हाँ
Sorry,
ऐसा
+4.
मत बोलो यार, ऐसा मत
Sorry,
बोलना भाई. Minus minus plus होता है, right? So 2 into 2 it will become 4, right? So getting the same value 4. That is why the square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Because if you will do the square of plus 2, you will get 4. The square of minus 2, you will get 4, right? Similarly, if I will ask you, what is the square root of 9?
Plus minus 3.
Plus minus 3, right? It means plus 3 if you will square or minus 3 if you will square, you will get 9. Correct? This is clear to everyone?
Yes.
यार आप लोग सबने पढ़ा होगा. I am damn sure you all have studied this. Class 10th में ये this is not like in class 12, like class 9th or 10th में. Maybe like long time so we forgot it. ठीक है चलता है. Now next question. If I'm asking, tell me the square root of minus 1. It means give me a number which when squared it should give me -1. बताओ कौन सा नंबर है जिसको जब हम स्क्वायर करेंगे तो -1 देगा. Do we have any number?
No.
Do we have any number which when squared it should give me -1? क्या हमारे पास कोई ऐसा नंबर है? नहीं है. Such number doesn't exist. When you will square, you will get -1. Got it? So just the mathematicians, they have assumed, let's say that number is I. It means if you will do I square, you should get -1. Is this clear? Such number doesn't exist. Just the mathematicians, they have assumed if there is a number which is I, it means when you will do square root of -1, you will get I. It means I square is -1. Got it? So because they have assumed it, this number doesn't exist. That is why it is known as imaginary part or imaginary number. That is I square is -1. And that's what it is denoted as J as well. Okay? So that is why these type of numbers are known as complex number, which has real part as well as imaginary part. That is what I'm showing you here. Where is that? Yeah. 4 plus 3j. The 4 is the real part and 3 is the imaginary part. And this both constitutes this complex number. So what I'm proving you here, your Python can also store or it can find the data type of a complex number, and that's what it is showing. It's a complex number. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Yeah, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, another example. If you see this example and the previous one, this one, they're exactly same, right? Let me copy it here only. Same example, you know?
Yes.
But when I'm executing this one and I'm asking the type of it, it is telling it is tuple. But here it is saying the type is list. Why? The values are same, the variable name is same, everything is same. And why it is telling this is a tuple and this is a list? Why?
The difference between that bracket.
Yes, brackets. Here we have used parenthesis, right? And here we have used square bracket. just because of this bracket, the data type has changed. And this is tuple here, whereas it is list here, just because of this only. Is this clear? Now you might be thinking, hey, Tanveer, what is the benefit of it, right? What's the benefit? Why are you changing the bracket? The reason is, if this is a parenthesis, so it has its own set of properties, rules, and regulations. It appears it is just a game of bracket, but no, it comes with its own set of properties, rules, and regulations, the protocols. And if it is a square bracket, it has its own set of rules, regulations. Okay, so it's not only just the bracket, but they have their own set of rules, regulations. Is this clear? Is it
Yeah,
clear so far?
yeah. So
Any question?
you'll explain the difference later.
Yeah, that will be explained later. Just an example I'm showing you, right? I told you,
Okay.
like for this list, tuple, then we have set and dictionary. Minimum we'll be discussing these two classes, only this list, tuples. No, not two, four classes. In detail, what is a list? What are the properties of list? What is a tuple? What are the properties of tuple? What is the difference between them? And project, where to use list, where to use tuple. These all things will be studied in detail. This is just a definition, just what I can say, like definition I'm giving you as of now. And just proving, okay, yes, the bracket matters in Python. Just we have changed the bracket and the data type has changed. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
So as a summary, I can write here, okay, if I'm using this bracket, this will be list. If I'm using this bracket, this will be tuple. What is list? What is tuple? Why we have list? Why we have tuple? Don't think about it as of now. We'll discuss at a later point of time. I'm just proving here a bracket matters in Python, not more than that anything. Hope this is clear. Okay, let's take a short break here. It's 10:16 in my machine. We'll be back at 10:25. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's proceed further. Hope my voice is audible. Screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, yes, it.
So I'm repeating, like, please don't be under the impression that list and tuple is over. No, it was just a definition, just introduction I'm giving. There is something which can store a lot of values. Nothing more than that I have covered. We have a different session where we'll study this in detail. What is a list? What are the properties of list? What is tuple? Properties of tuple? The differences between them. Where to use list? Where to use tuple? Okay, so all these things will be covered at a point of time. Okay. Now, next example. From all this example, just I'm proving you, okay, yes, you have a provision, okay, you can store multiple values. Now, if you see this example, sorry, I have a bad throat. Now, here if you see, like, I have a variable person, and here the values are stored in a very different format. It's like name. What is name? Name is Mohan. So here, he will be name. And the value of this key name will be Mohan. Now, after comma, check the next sequence, this one. Similarly, what is the key here?
Age.
Age, right. What is the value here? 40. Similarly, next one, what is the key here? Next, third one,
Location.
location. And what is the value? Daily. So this is also known as key value pairs. Those who are from data engineering background, you might have studied this in map reduce function. Mappers and reduces, like how they work. They work basically on the key value pairs, right? And based on that, then you do mapping, then reducer will come into picture and then it will find the occurrence, right? So the same key value we have here. So this is known as key value pairs. And I know like the arrangement is a little bit different as compared to lists or tuple. Now, this type of data type is known as dictionary. So now see, I'm and you see, whenever I will give this hash, it means this is the comment. From this, Python will understand that I don't have to execute it. It acts as like a comment. Now I'm executing it. So see, it is displaying this value, key value, and this is dict. Dict means dictionary. Why the name is dictionary? If anyone of you have used dictionary, means nowadays we rarely use dictionary, but means those who are from my generation, we used to carry one like Oxford dictionary, a small pocket dictionary in our bag. And if you know like how to see the meaning, I think most of you have checked it. Like if you want to search the meaning of a particular word, let's say you want to check the meaning of king. So in that dictionary, you will check where is that K, and then K you will check ING, right? So that king is a is like a key, and for that the definition what you will get, that's a value, right? So in this fashion, we check the meaning of any word in dictionary. So based on that, this type of data type are known as dictionary. This is the key, this is the value. This is the key, this is the value. This is the key, this is the value. And how you will identify this with the help of this bracket. So if it means if you have curly braces, this one, it will be a dictionary. So far, I have just taught you in this list, tuple or dictionary, you can store n number of values. There is no restriction. Second point, bracket matters in Python. Okay. Hope it is clear so far.
Yes.
Yes, Tanvir.
Any questions so far? And one thing, I am not addressing any new scenario related to this list, tuple, set, and dictionary because a lot of properties are there which I have not covered as of now. We will discuss about it when we will jump to this topic. As of now, I'm not going to explain this in detail. We have a separate discussion about it. Okay. Any question? All clear so far? Can we store heterogeneous element in list or tuple? Is it allowed?
Yes, allowed.
Yes, it's allowed. Now, next example. Good. ये इधर आ गया. Want here, no? 1 minute. Now, अब बताओ ये क्या है? What is this? List, tuple or dictionary?
Dictionary.
This is not.
Bracket
This is
says dictionary, but we didn't have any keys. We have only values.
good. Good explanation. Here's the confusion. Let me execute it. Check. It is showing this as a set. And the second thing is it has not displayed all the values. So when you have curly braces, and if you have not used colons, so this is known as set. Here's the confusion. I repeat it. Just with curly braces, you cannot tell it is a dictionary or set. Along with curly braces, if the values are separated by comma, means they have colon, then you can tell it's a dictionary. With curly braces, if you don't have any colon, so that will be a set. And the property of set is, even if you will include duplicate values, it will show you unique values only. But in list and tuple, I will show you after that. Even if you will include duplicate values, it will show you all the duplicate values. It means in list and tuple, you can store duplicates. It's allowed. We will come to that discussion. But set means, you see, one, how many times I have used one? Maybe 3 times. Two, maybe 2 times. And then 3 multiple times, 4 multiple times, 5 multiple times. When I'm asking Python to display the value of this mass, it is just showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unique values only. And this is set. So is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Hope this is clear to everyone so far. Now, if it is clear, tell me this property is similar to or equivalent to which property in SQL?
Distinct. Distinct.
Distinct, yes. In SQL, the distinct keyword will show you the unique values only, right? The same thing within curly braces, if you're writing something, and even if it is duplicate, it will show you the unique values only. So by default, it has that distinct functionality. I'm not telling you distinct is working here. Distinct is in the world of SQL. It is performing the same task. That is what I'm telling you here. Hope this is clear. Okay.
So Tanvir,
So-
just one question. Does it need to be only integer or it can be string also?
Anything. We'll come to that. Anything, yes. All this list, tuple, set, and dictionary, whatever I covered, they can store any data type. जो चाहे आप उसमें store करा सकते हैं. Okay. Hope this is clear, everyone.
Yes.
So the equivalent of it in SQL is this one. Select distinct employee name from employee. This will give you the unique value. Okay. Now, next example, just to answer the question what you have asked. What is this? List, tuple, set, or dictionary?
Set.
Set. I'm storing integer here and I'm storing string here, right? So we have heterogeneous data type. Rakesh is duplicate, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's duplicate. But in the output, I'm getting unique values. Got it? Just 1 minute. Yeah. This is clear, everyone?
Tanir, what if Rakesh,
Yes.
one Rakesh is in small case?
Uh, data is case sensitive,
Yes.
so you will get both of them. 1 minute, 1 minute, one. Let me answer this first. I will come to your question. Just 1 minute. This is what you're asking,
Yes.
right? Take the output. 1 minute. Okay, we have this Rakesh here and this Rakesh here. Data is case sensitive in all the programming languages, not only here. Have I answered your question? Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Next question.
It has the sorting also.
Sorting, I will come after some time. Please give me some time. Sorting, ordering of it, will come to it later point of time. Okay. Because if I will start sorting now, no, then I have to teach you sorting in list, tuple, dictionary as well. So when I will cover that, I will explain you in detail. I will take one property. We'll discuss in detail about that. Right now, I'm just telling you, okay, we have something list, tuple, set, and dictionary, and you can store multiple values. You can store heterogeneous values. That's what I told so far. It's clear?
Yes.
Clear, सबको? Okay, this is clear.
Yes.
Now proceeding further. Acha, one more example. Now again, back to this variable, which can store a single value. How many variables we have here?
3.
3 variables and 3 values, right? Now, what will be the output of this code?
Nirmal is 30-year-old and 5.5
5.5 feet
feet
tall.
tall.
Okay, you all know this. If something is in inverted quotes, that is a message. If something is not in inverted quotes, that will be a
Variable.
variable. This is why this is going to get a message. Height is not found. Oh, I have not executed this one. No, just a minute. Sorry, when this is executing. Got it? ठीक है. What will be the output of this code?
Same.
Same output? Okay, same output. What is the benefit of this code? What is the difference between this code and the previous code?
It is with format string.
Okay.
And we can get rid of this commas.
Right. And here you see, like for messages, have I used inverted quotes for messages? No.
No.
Have I used comma to separate message and variable? No. So that's the benefit of using formatted string, which I have shown you in the earlier examples as well. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
ये तो clear है सबको? ठीक है.
Yes.
Now, next example. This is another flavor of your print statement. Okay. I'm executing it. I'm executing it. Check the output. Nirmal, age, height. See, this what I'm showing you here, this is known as a string formatting. Okay, it's also known as one of the format method. Okay. So what we are doing here, so the curly braces are placeholders, and this will be replaced by the variables inside dot format. Many times you have to print something and it has a lot of variables. In those cases, we use this. So when I'm writing dot format, name, comma, age, comma, height, from this, the Python will understand, yo, this first curly braces is for the first variable. The second curly braces is for the second variable. Third curly brace is for the third variable. Python has that intelligence and it will understand it. So that's what I'm telling you here. Okay, these curly braces are placeholders, and that get replaced by variables, whatever you have used inside the dot format. Is this point clear?
Yeah.
Or in other way, if I have to explain you in a simple term, so I can tell that this is similar to actually this is what is happening at the backend by the Python interpreter. It will replace the first placeholder with the first variable, second placeholder with the second variable, third placeholder with the third variable, and you're getting this. Okay. Now the benefit of it is this one is when you have a lot of variables to display, you just mention all the variables one by one and mention just the curly braces. So Python has that intelligence, it will pick it one by one. Here the overhead is you have to carefully write the variable name within this curly braces. But I'm not telling that this is the perfect one. That I'm not telling. It depends on the use case. See, like if you just have to, you just have one variable and one message, go for this option. So these all three flavors, they have their own use cases. It depends on the scenario where which one to use. But you should know, Ketcha, we have this technique, we have the format, F format, and we have the string format. These are the three techniques which you can use. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you something here. Just a minute, I will stop sharing for a moment. Okay, I will show you from code, real-time code, and that I will show you this example. 1 minute. I can hold it down. Snowflake में था शायद. Okay, yeah. Let me share my screen now. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is
The
a
font.
sample. You want to decrease the font?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How's it now? So don't get afraid of this code. फिर यार बहुत सारा इसमें line लिखा हुआ है. Okay, don't worry about it. This is the automation code which I have written and was working as a data analyst. So don't worry about this code. Maybe we can discuss it at a point of time. Okay. So the sprint example, which I have shown you here, no, that I want to show you some examples so that you can understand the real-time application as well. See this one. Here I'm using that if string. It means this will be a message and this will be a variable. Okay. Then what is my example? I think that was in some other code, maybe. शायद दूसरे कोड में था वो. Maybe okay, I forgot it. So yeah, in the real time, like when you have to display multiple values, then we use this example. Okay, I will show you a later point of time. I don't have that code as of now, I think. Okay. Okay. So this is clear, right? Now proceeding further. This is one figure which I have shown you. One more example. If I want to cover all the flavors of print today, see here, I'm executing it. Sometime I used to ask this question to freshers or the college pass out. What will be the output of this? Because generally we have this understanding that we use comma to separate a message and variable. But here I'm using comma to separate two messages. Hello and world, they both are inverted quotes, right? So they both are message. So this is also allowed. You can use comma to separate two messages. Okay. Same thing you can execute like this as well. So here the entire thing is in single inverted quotes. So both works. You can use anyone. Okay. This is clear. Now, next example. This is a bit confusing now. Okay, this one. Any idea what will be the output of this? Any wild guess?
Hello hyphen
Hello
world.
space word.
Hello space world. Okay.
No,
Hello
it means
hyphen world.
Hello hyphen world.
the
Hello.
SCP, but
Hmm.
that seems like a variable, but it is not defined. It will throw error, right?
Why to throw it? Can you repeat?
No, that
Acha, SCP I have written, but that is not defined. That's why you're telling it to throw error. Okay. Okay. Good. Anyone else?
Hello world hyphen.
Hello world, then hyphen. Okay.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. You all have given, I think, 4 or 5 different responses I have received. Okay, fine. Let's try to understand the meaning of it. Or before that, let me do one thing. Let me execute this first. Okay. The output is hello world. Why I'm getting this space in between? So
Due to comma.
Because of comma.
yeah, correct. If you're using comma between two message or two strings, by default, you will get a space. That's why you're getting a space here. Is this point clear? Clear है सबको? Okay.
Yes.
Now, when I'm executing this piece of code, here I'm telling Python, if Python, when you will execute this one, I know by default you will give a space in between, but I'm instructing you instead of giving a space in between, You give hyphen. That is the meaning of this code. Now check the output. Is this clear now?
So can you repeat one more time?
Yeah, sure. Repeat it. When I executed this, I'm getting this output, hello, and there is a space in between, and then word. It means by default, Python allocates a blank space between two strings. And that's what we are seeing here, right? We have a blank space between hello and world. Got it? This is clear?
Yes.
भैया यहाँ पर तो मैंने कहीं नहीं बोला कि मेरे को blank space चाहिए. How Python has given that? Because Python knows by default कि भाई यहाँ पर blank space देना है. That's why Python has given a blank space between hello and world, right? While printing it, this point is clear.
Yes.
Now, when I'm executing this piece of code, so here I'm telling to Python, Python, when you're going to execute this one, hello and world, I know you will give blank space in between. I know that. I'm telling to Python, please don't give blank space. Instead of blank space, you please give hyphen. So that's why when I'm executing it, instead of blank space, I'm getting hyphen here. So this SEP, the abbreviation is, this is known as separator. So I'm telling you this two strings has to be separated by a hyphen. This is the meaning.
So it's a keyword.
It's a
Keyword.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a reserved keyword, and that's why it is not throwing error message. I think someone told it will throw error message. Your understanding is correct. If you have not defined something, it has to throw error message. But because this is a reserved keyword, Python knows the meaning of it. That's why it is not throwing error message. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hope this is clear to everyone. Correct? Now,
Yes.
I have used hyphen here, but you can use anything, your wish. Let's say I'm getting some background noise. Can you please go on mute, guys? Now, if I'm using a star here, what will be the output?
Hello, Star World.
Hello, Star
Hello,
World.
Star World.
Got it? So after the class, you try with different special characters, your wish. Okay. What will be the output for this? Next example.
Hello, World.
Hello, comma word.
Hello,
Clear?
comma world.
You can try with any other thing. You can try with at the rate as well. Let me show you. Your wish. जो try करना आप try कर सकते हो. ठीक है? Now, next example. अब बताओ. What is the meaning of this and what will be the output?
Hello, comma world, comma hi.
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
world, comma, hi. Anyone else? Any other thought? Correct.
Same.
Check that. Hello, comma, world, comma, hi. Why I have given this example so that you should not be under the impression that this is applicable only we have two strings only. No. Irrespective of the number of strings, you see here I have three strings. Even then this separator is working. So you can use this for any number of strings. Got it? Now,
Yes.
what about this one? What about this?
Hello,
world.
Hello,
world.
comma
No,
world.
only hello world.
Hello, world.
Hello, World, comma.
Hello world, comma. Acha.
It's just hello world.
Hello world.
No, yeah, I think
Hello
yes.
world.
Only hello world. Because there is no second string. to get separated.
What is the meaning of this?
Separator will be used if we have two or three value. So there is only one value, hello world. That's why.
It means we have to separate the different strings with comma, right? But we don't have multiple strings. We have only one string, right? Generally, when I ask this question in interview, mostly I get this response. पहली बात तो ये separator बहुत को मालूम ही नहीं होता है. Many participants, they don't know what is the separator. इसीलिए यार, whatever topic you are studying, try to understand each and every nut and bolt of it. Means we should be having a thorough understanding of it. Now, from this print only, you see how many examples we have discussed, right? So that when you will understand each and every aspect of it, you'll go with full confidence in interview, right? So generally, when I ask this question, I get this response. Candidates, they tell कि तनवीर output आएगा. They think this is a separator, तो भाई last में comma लगाना है. They will tell कि this will be the output. But what is the meaning? You see what I've written here? It means both the strings has to be separated by hyphen. Separator means if you have more than one string, separate them by hyphen, right? Suppose if I constructed a house, right? Or if I don't have anyone in my neighbor, I'm all alone in a forest. So boundary walls are not required. Similarly, if you have only one string, boundary walls are not required. Separator is not required. क्यों separate करना अगर कोई सिर्फ अकेला है तनहा है तो? So that is why when I'm executing it, there'll be no separator. It's not required because the single string. All this is clear? So please don't be under the impression it means after the first string we have to append comma. No, this will come into existence only when you have multiple strings, not for a single string. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Please don't do this mistake. Sometime in interview, we intentionally ask some basic questions, simple questions, just to check your foundations. And if you fail here, that's all. The interview is over. We don't proceed further. Now, what about this? Next example.
Hello, Tom World.
Good. So it means why suddenly I've given you this example? Just to sometimes we ask questions just to confuse participants. All that this doesn't make any business sense. But just I'm showing you even if you have some string as a separator, that also works here. So I've used Tom. You see between hello and world, I'm getting Tom. Okay. So this was about the separator argument. Hope you all have understood it. Okay. Now, next example. Acha, theek hai, we don't have sufficient time now. I will stop here and then we will discuss tomorrow. So I will stop here. We will share all these codes and the recording, and then we will connect tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Any question?
Tanvir,
Yes, Tanvir. Sorry.
like if you want hello, comma world, like hyphen Tom, how can we get that?
Hello, comma, world hyphen Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, correct. That's another we'll discuss tomorrow. For multiple, what I can say, like strings, you want to separate them by different characters. That is what you're telling, right?
Yes, Tanvir, yes.
Is that a question?
Yes.
Okay, we'll discuss it. We have that scenario. We'll cover it tomorrow. That is what I was trying to cover it, but we'll discuss it tomorrow. Any other question?
Yes, Tanvir, I have a question. Today we have covered so many topics. So after the class, let's for example, if we are going through all the topic, if we have any doubt, can we start can we ask in the tomorrow session, or are we going to ask in the different session?
Was any time, at any point of time, you have any question, you can ask. There's no restrictions. Even once the course is over, I know like many of the participants are from the previous batch, my SQL batch, so they know the format. At any point of time, you're getting stuck, you can ask question.
And
suppose whatever I covered today, you have any question, you can ask tomorrow. Even if the course is over, you can ask question. We used to take ad hoc sessions. You can post your questions in the group. Totally allowed.
like in the Power BI, in the Excel, we just need to work on the and save the file. And how can we save the file in the Python, like so we can use in the future point of view, like in this way?
So this is already getting saved. You are talking from Jupyter or this Google Colab, which I'm explaining today.
It could be any like Jupyter or like this.
So what you can do here, you go to this file option. You have download option. You can download from here. Otherwise, even if you're not downloading, you save it. It will be there here only. The next time when you will open, you will find that file. You go to this open notebook now, you will get all those files, whatever is open. And similarly in Jupyter as well. No need to manually save it. In Jupyter notebook, automatically the files will be saved. Let me show you that. Let me show quickly. Okay, you can check it. Okay, automatic. It is taking time to open. I think it is open. Yeah, 1 minute. This is a Jupyter notebook. So you see all these files, whatever I have taught in all the previous batches, everything is saved here, along with the date, I think, timestamps. Okay, you don't have to explicitly save it. Have I answered your question?
Yes, yes. Good.
Okay. Any other question?
So you will share the link about these all notes or how it is?
Whatever I have covered today, I will share that in your WhatsApp group.
Okay.
On a daily basis. Okay, whatever the notes, the classroom notes I'll be covering after the class, immediately I will share that in your group. And the recording we will upload on our Google Drive. We will give you access.
Okay, got it.
And those who have not enrolled for the course, if you're interested, I think you all are there in that SQL generic group. So you can contact any of the admin. Course fees is 4,000 rupees. And that's all. Then we will add you in the target group. And the link is there, right?
Okay, for SQL and all, no?
For means this is for Python, right? For SQL again, like the new batch will start from 27th March. Already one batch is going on.
So
This is
I
for
didn't
Python,
get
I'm
you
telling.
actually. I didn't get you actually. What is that?
See, 1 minute. Right now we're talking about Python. This is a Python
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what I'm telling, whatever we have done today, so all those codes I will share in we have a WhatsApp group, the target group only for the participants who have enrolled for the course, those who have made the payment. We will share all this code with them. Okay, in that group we will share. And the classroom recording, we will upload it on the Google Drive. We will give you access. Is that clear?
Yeah. That's fine.
And the same format we follow in each and every course, SQL, Python, Power BI, or whatever advanced Excel. And this is Python, so I'm talking only about Python.
Got it.
Okay, any other question?
Tanvir, one last question from my side. I have tried to download the Google Colab. So it's not the software, it's showing the like you just need to sign in. So that is the correct way or to
That's
download?
all. That is the correct way. It's like a browser base. It's from the Google only, no? So from your Gmail account, you can automatically sign in. No need to download, nothing. Okay, clear? Okay, fine then. We'll connect tomorrow, guys. Thanks a lot for your time. Take care. Bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.